What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. This is my trade recap on how I made $18 on my funded, $10 on my funded, 3, and then 13, and then I lost a band and 1.2k on my evals because of the daily loss limits. So I want to go over all 3 of my trades. And yeah, so first of all, this trade right here, really not a bad trade. Took it after bouncing off of this 4 hour. Really wanted to see price come into this lower 4 hour gap because if we had an unfilled 4 hour below us, that wouldn't have been ideal. But we did fill it. We took out the CE, the consequent encroachment, the 50% mark of the fair value gap, and then we really just kind of inversed everything. I really like that we inversed everything. Like on the 9 minute, we inversed 8 minute, 7 minute, we inversed 6 minute, and you might be, I literally was looking at the 5 minute, but I thought this was going to inverse too, and especially after inversing all of that and creating all of this low resistance liquidity and having a nice 1 minute change in state of delivery right here, like above this high. I really liked it. I really thought the 5 minute was going to close above and inverse the gap. Didn't end up happening, but I also could have avoided this and got break evened out. This was my break even. I literally had it as break even. However, I went to like check. I guess I like looked off my screen or just check if we had an SMT with ES, and by the time I did that, price already came up, wicked it, and then came back down. And this is kind of where I broke my rules. I was like, should I really hold it? I feel like it'll come at least back up, and then I'll just go break even if I go back in profit. Didn't end up happening, right? Market obviously doesn't listen to you. But yeah, definitely could have closed like for like a $70 loss, but instead it was down like 200 on this trade. Kind of unfortunate. I just kind of really unfortunate. But yeah, then I took this short, and the reason for this short was, again, we did tap into a 4 hour bullish gap. However, if you were rejecting off of all of this and then tapped into the 15-minute bearish fair value gap, that was my break even that I didn't execute on, and we inversed this 5 minute gap right here. This was a beautiful entry for me, targeting the 50%, the equilibrium from this low to the high that we made at the time, which was that, and the target was right there. So if you guys see, right, this is what I was really targeting, and ended up getting stopped out by some random Drake candle, and this was a bad trade because we had all-time highs above. But I thought, right, my bias on the day was like, we're for sure gonna sweep all-time highs, but I thought I wanted to see a bigger retrace to then take it, which wasn't the case. All right, so 2 L's. This pushed me down like minus $380, and I was in drawdown severely on, or not in drawdown, but I was like down 1.5k on my evals. So the ones that did have a daily loss limit got stopped, but then this beautiful setup got played, and basically we inversed the 15 minute, boom, right here, and then we also had a 1 minute change in state with this candle here, or not even, I don't even know if it was a change in state. I just really love this candle. Took it stop loss here off of this candle like low right here, but after seeing these first 2 candles, I just wanted to be break even, and I had a lot of conviction to sweep these London highs, which were all-time highs, and then re-entered on 2 contracts, so my fill was like somewhere there, and then just moved my stop loss to like right here. Ended up eventually hitting, and I actually closed two of my positions like right here, kind of top ticked it on this move down, and had my stop loss right here. No, wrong thing. Right here, which ended up getting stopped out and then pushing higher. But it is what it is. The reason I closed right here was because I don't want to get edged. I was like, bro, this is perfect. Just close right there. And yeah, definitely a lot I can learn, especially from these 2 trades, because I feel like I broke my rules, especially with both of these not going break even here and taking shorts at all-time highs. Definitely something I can learn from. And I feel like just this always happens when it's earlier in the session. If we don't have clear displacement in like the first 10 minutes, as we see here, like I feel like there's a lot of bad price action always up to like 9:40 ish central time. So right, this is where I feel like the good price action happens, and then I took my trade right around at 10. So I mean, definitely, again, something like, there's always something to learn, and I feel like that's a good thing about it. I can definitely journal on these trades and then not take these 2 setups, not get my daily loss limit, and then just take this one and be up almost like 6k total. So really good like improvement. I feel like really just a bunch of stuff to learn from. And yeah, not gonna be trading tomorrow because tomorrow is Friday, and I feel like I always do bad on Friday, and just not ideal price action. But regardless, still had a good week. Still did what I did, and yeah. So that's gonna do it. Peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys use code Mission Alpha Futures right here, and yeah. See y'all boys in the next one.